They love you. You know that. You're at dinner, you're laughing at the right moments, and you look like you belong there. But underneath the laughing, there's this sentence running on repeat. They don't actually know me. I'm Sarah, and that loneliness you feel around the people closest to you isn't a sign that something's wrong with your relationships. It's a sign that something's missing from them. You. Not the whole you. The edited you. You know what I mean. You're the one who checks the temperature of a room before deciding how much of yourself to bring into it. At work, you're one version. With friends, another. With your family, a third. And none of them are fake exactly. They're all real pieces of you. But none of them are the complete picture, and you're the only one who knows that. You do this brilliantly, by the way. You read what people need from you and you deliver it. You're warm when warmth is wanted. You're steady when someone needs steady. You adjust your volume, your opinions, your reactions, all of it calibrated in real time so that you're always the version of yourself that fits the situation best. That's a skill, a real one. But here's what it costs. The people closest to you are close to the adjusted version. They're loving someone who looks like you, sounds like you, and cares like you. But they've never met the one who exists before the adjustments kick in. And that one is the one who's lonely. Think about what happens when someone asks how you're doing. Not a stranger, someone who actually cares. You feel the real answer rise up, the tired one, the scared one, the one that's barely holding things together. And then, before it reaches your mouth, something intercepts it, translates it, converts it into something lighter, easier, less likely to make the other person uncomfortable. That intercept is running constantly. Your brain is doing live translation between what you actually feel and what you've decided is safe to show. Psychologists call the result a false self, a term from a researcher named Winnicott, who noticed that children develop a compliant outer version of themselves when the environment signals that the real version is too much. This isn't lying, it's not manipulation. It's a filtration system your mind runs automatically because at some point it decided that the unfiltered version of you was a social risk. The filter does its job perfectly. It makes you easy to be around, easy to love, easy to include. But filtration works by removing things. And what gets removed every single time is the piece of you that would make the connection real instead of comfortable. You didn't install that filter on purpose. Somewhere early, you picked up a signal. Maybe a parent who responded better when you were cheerful. Maybe a friend group where having needs made you the difficult one. Maybe a household where the emotional temperature was someone else's job to set, and your job was to not make it worse. Whatever the specifics, the rule your brain wrote was this. The full version of you is a liability. Show the parts that are wanted. Archive the rest. And that rule worked. You got included. You got loved. You got the closeness you needed. But the closeness came with the condition you never consciously agreed to. It was closeness to the curated version, not the real one. And your brain kept running the filter because the filter kept delivering results. Here's the paradox. The closer someone gets to you, the lonelier you feel. Not because they're failing you, because proximity raises the expectation that you should feel known. And when you don't, when someone is right next to you and still can't see the pieces you've archived, that gap between how known you should feel and how known you actually feel is wider and more painful than any distance from a stranger. I want to talk about what this cost you, not the loneliness. You already feel that, the thing underneath it. Every time someone said, "I love you," and you thought, "You love the version I built for you," that wasn't cynicism. That was the recognition of a deal you made before you were old enough to know you were making it. You traded being fully known for being consistently included. And you've been honoring that deal in every relationship since, even the ones where the other person would have chosen the real you if you'd let them see it. All the times you swallowed the honest answer. All the moments you could have said, "Actually, I'm not okay," and chose "I'm fine" instead. All the nights you felt alone in a room where someone who loved you was sitting 3 feet away. Those weren't failures of your relationships. Those were the cost of a filter that was never supposed to run this long. And the thing that gets me is this. Maintaining that filter is one of the hardest things a person can do. You've been running simultaneous translations of yourself in real time, in every conversation, every day, monitoring every reaction, adjusting every response, all while making it look effortless. That's not weakness. That's an extraordinary amount of effort spent making sure you were never too much for the people you loved. You weren't hiding because you're dishonest. You were hiding because the first people, who were supposed to love all of you, only loved some of you. And you made that work. That says everything about your loyalty and nothing about your worth. What's the one thing about you that you've never let anyone close to you actually see? I'd really like to know. And if this one found you at the right moment, share it with someone who might need to hear it too. Thanks for watching. If any of this resonated with you, or even if it didn't, I'd genuinely love to hear your take, so drop a comment below and tell me how you feel. And if you'd like more videos like this, a like and subscribe really helps the channel grow. I appreciate you being here. See you in the next one.